Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or None According to Jack, with your host, Jack Toledano. And we are going to talk about the top three metal albums of 1993. So, 93 was a difficult year. It was a year in transition. Most of those classic metal bands were taking hiatuses, or band members were leaving. Rob Halford leaving Judas Priest. You had both. Oh shit! What the hell's his name? Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden leaving Iron Maiden. You had Adrian Smith leaving Iron Maiden. So uh, you had Metallica having released that wonderful Black album, now going off in another direction musically, people not liking it so much, uh, and grunge basically taking over the airwaves at that time. So it was a bit of a tough time. So it was a little difficult to find uh, three good albums that I could put in this list. I did do my listening. So, for example, some of the bands that I listened to, but I ended up not ultimately not including in this. So there was Typo Negative, an album called Bloody Kisses, which originally was in there, but I couldn't keep it. So it's Halloween Chameleon. No, didn't hack it for me. uh, Gamma Ray, Insanity, and Genius. Now, granted, uh, it had Ralph Sheepers, who would later go on to be in Primal Fear, a band which I love, but that didn't really do it for me either. And none other than the golden voice himself, Ronnie James Dio, album called Strange Highways, which, you know what, I listened to it. It was decent, but not a top album for me. So my top albums of 1993, and we're going to start. First one, let's bring it up. This band, Sabotage. So Sabotage, hard rock metal band, uh, elements of prog metal. So you had John Oliva, great keyboard player. This would be the last album that Chris Oliva is on, very sadly. He died in a car accident. Uh, so the album's called Edge of Thorns. So songs on this album, let's go through them. Edge of Thorns got the title track, got 4 stars for me. He Carves a Stone, 3. Lights Out, Scraggy's Tomb, Follow Me, okay. Degrees of Sanity, a decent tune. Conversation Piece, All That I Bleed, a ballad, piano ballad. Damien, 3 stars. Miles Away, another great tune. Rounds out the album with a song called Sleep. So that was Sabotage, 1993. And I would go to see this band a few years later. I'll talk about that in next year's episode. So you'll hear about that. So the next album, let's talk about it. And this is a band that never disappointed. You know, they were a rock back then. Motorhead, Bastards. Quite a good album. On Your Feet or On Your Knees, the opening kickoff track, really good. Burner, Death or Glory. I Am the Sword, a 4-star song for me. Probably next song after that, probably one of my favorite all-time Motorhead songs. Born to Raise Hell, Born to Raise Hell. Great tune. Great, amazing tune. It actually made it to the to the opening sequence in the movie Airheads. So good song. Okay, next, Don't Let Daddy Kiss Me. Pretty much a serious statement by Lemmy. It's a ballad, and Lemmy sings it with some acoustic guitar about a not too pleasant topic, child abuse, sadly. Next song, Bad Woman, Liar, We Bring the Snake, and rounds out with Devils. I didn't mention every song, but basically the songs that stuck out for me. But of course, the three killer tracks for me on this were On Your Feet or On Your Knees, I Am the Sword, and Born to Raise Hell. So that was Motorhead, Lemmy Kilmister. So the lineup at that time, there were actually four. It was Phil Zoom Campbell, Wurzel on lead guitars and rhythm guitar. Phil Zoom Campbell also lead guitar, acoustic guitar. Mickey D on drums. So the next one, and like I said, I had a hard time finding what I considered could be a top album for the day, for that time. But this is what I'm going to give you for 1993 to round it out. Band called Angra. They're a Brazilian band. So, and this would be their first album. So they're Angra, hard rock, metal, or power metal. There's elements of neoclassic metal, prog metal. Check it out. It's really good. So band members, Andre Matos, lead vocals, keyboards, Kiko Loureiro, lead and rhythm guitar, Rafael Bittencourt, rhythm and lead guitar, Luis Mariucci, bass guitar, and they didn't have an official drummer during the recording of this album, so instead they had session drummer Alex Holsworth play drums for pretty much every track except track number 7. We'll get to number 7. So to the songs, Carry On, great tune. Well, it opens with Unfinished Allegro. It's kind of a piano ballad intro. Into Carry On, a great song. Time, Angels Cry, Never Understand, another great tune. That's where you can see the vocals of Andre Matos and the instrumentals shine. Wuthering Heights, a Kate Bush cover, quite decent. Andre Matos really shows off his falsetto vocals. I think I wouldn't even consider him a tenor here, more like a low alto for a male. Pretty amazing. Streets of Tomorrow, a great tune. Rounding out the album with Lasting Child. So that's Angra. I would, in the coming years, go on to talk about other Brazilian bands, but these guys, the top of their game in 1993. So, my 3 albums for 1993: Edge of Thorns, Sabotage, Motorhead, Bastards, and Angra, Angels Cry. This is Jack Toledano speaking for All or Nada according to Jack. For 1994, I will have a special guest. You'll see that probably in the next coming days as well. So stay tuned. Put your comments in the comments section. Participate with this top 3 metal albums as you've been doing. And I will see you soon. Have a good night, folks. Bye.